Hello, welcome back to Blue Harvest Vintage Toys. As you may have seen recently, the Paliboys, me and the Paliboys, all the Paliboys, did our favourite vintage figures. But I've been asked to do a lot of top 10 videos. And the first top 10 I am going to do is my favourite top 10 vintage Star Wars figures. So coming in at number 10, as you can see, is Han Solo in Bespin fatigues. I think that's what they said on the card back. It was also obviously on the Empire Strikes Back card. And I'm just going to have one of each of the main characters, the best one of each of the main characters, I think, to be honest with you, in this top 10. And obviously this is the Han Solo. I think it's all the Empire Strikes Back characters that I used to play with when I was recreating the Star Wars stories. It was always the Empire Strikes Back figures. I don't really like the first Han Solo. I think obviously they did the small head and then the big head, and I think the head was too big. And it's still got that. It's still got that saluting arm, shall we say? He does hold his blaster, which yes, it is a Bespin blaster. Why they give him a Bespin blaster, I do not know. He never had one on Bespin. Vader took his DL-44, obviously, but this as a figure is just the coolest. The original one had that bendy arm, which some people like it, some people don't. I don't. I'd rather have them like that, shooting straight ahead like that. And I think this represents Harrison Ford, the best of all the Star Wars figures. I mean, yeah, the Han in Carbonite, which is a really good figure. I love that figure, but his neck is just too big, and the Carbonite isn't accurate to the film, but there we go. That's number 10. Mr. Han Solo in Bespin fatigues. So number 9, we have the Biker Scout. Yes, I know, Tez. I know you want me to put that in. I do love it. It's a really cool character, and it's one of the main characters. But no, I want to put the Biker Scout in instead at number 9. Thank you for sending me it. I didn't have one. I am collecting Star Wars Empire, then Return of the Jedi. I need one figure for the Empire Strikes Back wave, and then I will start collecting Return of the Jedi. I've got him now. My main focus is speeder bikes, so I should have a few of these, and I will have, as you can see, it's very yellowed. Tez sent me that up free of charge, bless him. Obviously no blaster, and as it's one of my favourite figures, shamefully I don't have one. I do now, thank you Tez, but there you go. I will be getting a few more to go in the diorama, plus I need to get his pistol, because that pistol is iconic. It's one of the best pistols in the whole range. So as you can see, as I say, it's very yellow, but look past that, this is the best Stormtrooper outfit. You've got to admit, when you first saw this speeder bike advert on with him on the speeder bike going through the table legs and the chair legs in that kitchen, yeah, whatever, you just thought it was so cool. The speeder bikes, I went out and bought 2 of them straight away when I first saw them, and obviously I had to get the speeder Scout Trooper. He's got a lot of names, hasn't he? He's got a Scout Trooper, speeder bike pilot, I don't know, Scout Trooper. It's just a few different names, but yeah, it's just one of the best figures for me. Definitely one of the best Return of the Jedi, probably the best Return of the Jedi figure. But there you go. That's number 9. So in at number 8 we have our little friend Yoda, and yeah, don't look at his back. This is a cobbled together Yoda that I've cobbled together. I got the coat very cheap. I don't want to sew it up because I just want it as it is. That cane is from a later version, so I need a new cane for him too. It's the brown snake version, but what's not to like about Yoda? The accessories that you get with him. Obviously got a brown snake instead of the orange snake. I prefer the brown snake to the orange snake. You've got his belt, his coat, his is it gimmer stick they call it? But it's just that look, that cheeky look on Yoda's face, and those Pac-Man eyes. Got those Pac-Man eyes on that one. It's just a little cutie, and he's a must-have figure. Definitely must-have figure. So yeah, I could do with an update. I'll probably get a better one when I get the orange snake one as well. So there you go. Number 8 is Mr. Yoda. Number 7 is another little fella, Jawa. The Jawa. What can I say about the little Jawa? Yes, it's a cloth cape and not a vinyl cape. Again, my cloak's not brilliant, not the best. These are going up in price, and I'm just going to take this coat off because the little blaster as well has got the nub on it there. It's just so cute, so let's take his little coat off. I wish I did have a vinyl cape one. I never seen one in a while. I've seen a fake one, obviously. There you go. It's just how tiny is that? That's tiny. It's smaller than well, height wise it's not smaller than Yoda, but by size wise it's just smaller. It's nearly as small as Mini Wampa. But they're just so cute, and Jawas are so sought after. As I say, the price point on these have gone shot right up, and you've got an army build if you've got the Land of the Jawas, or the any playset or stand that needs Jawas, and it's so hard to do because you're not going to get one for under £30, and I'm struggling to get this coat back on. No, I'm just going to leave it blank. I'll do it in a minute. There you go. The beautiful mini Jawa. Coming in at number 6 is Princess Leia. Yes, you know I love Leia. I love to bits. And it's 50-50, maybe 60-40 Hoth or Bespin. If they did a slave Leia, obviously that would have been number 1, but obviously the little mini Wampa needs to go on Hoth as well. Go over there. So yeah, there we go with Leia. Another not bad sculpt of Leia. You can tell who it is. It's small, it's petite, got a nice bum, and the hair's just right. And obviously she got a proper blaster there. So you've always got to have Leia in a top 10, and it's probably surprising to you that she's this low down, really. But there you go. This is my choice. Leia is number 6. Now another shock will be at number 5, Mr. Boba Fett. Yes, a lot of people's favourite character, favourite figure. And yes, he is a cool figure. I've always said this. I've done videos on him saying what a cool character he is, what a cool figure he is. But yeah, I don't I wasn't caught up with the hype of Boba Fett and getting him as a free figure. I never sent off for him as a free figure. It was probably after Empire Strikes Back I actually got this figure. And to be honest with you, I can't even remember getting it. It's that... that's forgettable for me. It's unforgettable. It is probably one of the greatest figures that Kenner ever did. But for me, no. He'll be at number 5. Mr. Boba Fett. Sorry, Mr. Remando. So in at number 4 is our first droid, and that is R5D4. Yes, he's just Ato D2 in red with a different head. But for me, I love him. I always go for red over blue any day. Even though I do love Ato, you know I do. But yeah, if I only had that little red bar there. But never mind. It's a proper sticker. It's just droid building. Droid building again. If you had the land of the Jawas, if you had the droid factory, obviously the droid factory had lots of droids in it, but you had to have R5. And again, it's really mystery to me, fuzzy in a way that I don't remember who I bought. I remember my first figure, and that'll be coming up very soon. And I remember getting certain figures. I remember getting the speeder bike. I remember getting the Scout Walker. Big items I remember getting, but the figures, obviously you got the figures every week, and they were just figures back then. I didn't collect anything else back then, I don't think. Really, if I did, I can't remember. It was just Star Wars figures. And for me, I was given the droid factory, so I had to go and get some more droids. I'd start loving the droids from the droid factory. And R5 is the second best droid in Star Wars for me. And then it's getting a bit close to unveiling my favourite figure, which you already know anyway, so it's not a big... I've already said it on the Paliboys video, but this was my favourite figure before Empire, because it was my first figure. Who doesn't love Darth Vader? Come on. He scared the shit out of me in Empire Strikes Back when it came out in that tree. Really did. I was sat in the cinema by myself. Yeah, 10-year-old sat in the cinema by myself. Weird. And I just didn't know what was happening. I was frightened, and he just came out of nowhere. He wasn't expecting him. And for me, even through the prequels, even though we've learnt about Anakin, which has diminished his story somewhat, I think Vader is still badass. We've got Rogue One to thank for that. The comics, things like that. It would be nice to see a series where he does badass things again. I know it's flogging a dead horse, but I think it will be popular. Even bring him into something that is upcoming, like a prequel series. But we need some kind of Vader series, I think, or even a movie. Maybe not a movie. Its story might be too long, but yeah, a TV series with Dr. Aphra series. That would be perfect, and have Vader in being badass. But there you go. That's the figure itself. Obviously, the vinyl cape is fantastic, and just these figures. The kids today are like, even if you're in your 30s, things like that, you didn't understand what we had before Star Wars. It wasn't very good. We had Mego. It was good. They were okay, but they were big figures, and you couldn't collect them all. You couldn't get vehicles to fit in vehicles and play sets, things like that. Then we got these, and then we could start playing properly. And to have him push out his lightsaber, and we always bit that end off. Yes, we always bit that end off. I know we did. I snapped it off, unfortunately. It's a wonder there's any left with the tips on, because it never looked right to me. They were always like that, but it was always too small then. So, and to have a double telescope in one would be immense. But there you go. My number 3. He could be higher because he's fantastic, but for now he's number 3. In at number 2 is our top rated droid, Ato D2. And this is a pop-up lightsaber version, which is so expensive these days. And it's another figure that's rising in price. Rising in price. This is quite a good sticker on him. I've had a couple before where the stickers were... One was not on there at all, which I got for £1 actually. And the second one is all like a destroyed sticker. This is the best one I've got. There's still a bit of damage at the back, but the back you don't look at anyway. You just need to see the front. And then the clicky bit where the lightsaber comes out, and it's legit lightsaber. Yes, I did pay quite a lot of money for this, but it's so worth it. It's so worth it just to have him. Obviously I've got the solid dome, and I've got the periscope, but this beats them all. I would like the droids version as well, because I like the cartoony look on him, but that again is nearly as much as this one, if not more sometimes. But for me, that means a lot. I actually took an earlier version of him on my honeymoon and had lots of snaps taken with him. So he travelled with us, which was good, really. So it means a lot to me. Even though it wasn't the same figure, it is the pop-up Ato. But who doesn't love Ato? Don't forget to join the Paliboys every Tuesday and Friday at 8 PM for a 2-hour live stream chat on this very channel. So before I get to number 1, I'm going to tell you about 3 figures that I don't like. And the first one from Star Wars is Walrus Man. Now, why do I like Walrus Man, you may ask? The Cantina aliens I quite like, Hammerhead, Greedo, even Snaggletooth. But Walrus Man. Hammerhead has that stupid onesie on, or whatever it is he's got on, this bloody bathing suit. But this is even worse. I mean, look at the colours on it. It's just... To start off is green, with some appendages there that we won't mention, and he's got his green hands. Then he's got his blue suit with black boots and webbed feet, but then that's horrible yellow top, and it doesn't stop at his waist, it goes down. So is this a bathing suit too? It's well worth thinking at, Kenna. I'm sorry if you like him, but I just don't like him. It's like the next figure that's coming up. I don't know why I don't like him. I just don't. It's just my preference. Never liked him. He's too short. I'm not saying anything about short people, but he's just too short. And yes, I love the Jawa. I love Yoda, who are short. But this, why give him a gun that's too big for him? And he props him up. If he didn't have this stand, he'd be falling over, and he didn't have his gun, he'd be falling over. It's just, again, the colours on him, it's just... Bleh! And the look of him, it's just horrible. Again, if you like him, a lot of people do, but not for me. Not for me. And the number 3 one I don't like is Ryu's. Now I don't have him, so I'm going to show stock footage of Ryu's. As I said earlier, I don't have the Return of the Jedi line as yet. I have some, but not all. I think Ryu's is just, it's that big, the big hands, the look on him. Why is he there? Basically, just an extra Jabba going into. It's just for you. Jabba's playset you never got. What do we think is number 1? No, Tez, not Lando. Of course he is. I said it before, it's never going to change. It's Bespin Luke. Bespin Luke is the best figure ever. You can't argue with it. I'm sorry, but you can't. You've got Boba Fett. Boba Fett died. Got killed straight away up there. Yes, Boba Fett's got some cool weapons and a rocket, unfiring rocket. But Luke has 2 weapons. He has a blaster and a lightsaber. And is the hero of the story. In his best outfit. Yes, Jedi Luke was cool, but it wasn't the proper outfit. It wasn't the Death Star outfit. This was the Luke that I played with. When we were playing the Star Wars stories, yes, Boba Fett was sometimes the baddie because you couldn't always have Luke fighting Vader, but he usually did at the end of it. I would have my X-Wing fighter, my X-Wing pilot, Luke coming down in his X-Wing fighter, landing, having my Scout Walker there with some speeder bikes, Boba Fett there with some stormtroopers, probably had 2 or 3, and I would take X-Wing pilot out, put him to one side, and it would always be Bespin Luke that I played with. Always. That's just the way it is. And that's why he will always be my number 1. And that's why I did have a focus of them. I had about 15 of them. And I really want to get some more again. I've got 3 of them because the COs are always different. Always different. The sculpts are always different. Some lightsabers were attached to his belt. This is attached to his belt. Some weren't. It just get never ending with the Bespin Lukes, as it is with the Bespin Leias. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed my top 10. If you don't agree with me, tell me. Comment and tell me what your favourite figure is. I want people sending videos of their favourite figure, please. And I'm going to put them all together and I'm going to have a viewer top 10. Just send them over to me. Just comment in and just hit me up on Twitter. We'll sort it out. We've got a couple so far and it's growing on to at least 10 anyway. We get 30 people in the chat on the live stream. So if we can get 30 people to send in videos of their favourite figure, that would be excellent. So if you like Star Wars, if you like vintage toys, if you like nostalgia, please subscribe to the channel because I'm going to be doing lots more videos like this. More reviews, more rants. People seem to like my rants, so I'll do more of those. So until next time, may the toys be with you. Hey, puzzling success. The best-selling toy of all time is the Rubik's Cube. More than 350 million of the colourful cubes have been sold since they were introduced in 1980.
I don't know if you want to compare the head sculpt to the original Lando. Similar. Yeah. think he's lost a bit of weight since Empire. And then you got that one. Practically the same. He's got white eyes. He's got black eyes on the general version. Yeah.